neutral bars. No handbrake. We are down the road in the new truck. Just got to put some fuel in. This is the maiden voyage. There's the new lorry. We're on a very similar trip as to what we did yesterday. So and last BYL we're going to put some. We're going to Bristol and then Cornwall. We're not doing the Wales bit though. First drop will be the third drop on last day of BYL. Right, let's get on with it. Alright, fueling up. Just noticed it's really low on the back end there, isn't it? I've actually put my fingers in, it's actually touching the top of the wheel arches, so I'll have to sort that out before we go. It's going to be an eventful leaving, I think. Right, our neutral bars. I'll switch him off. We're good to go. First time out the gates. She's quiet. She is quiet. So I've had a few issues. I sorted the suspension out. It wasn't anything much. Probably me. New truck, different buttons, all the rest of it. It's going to be a learning day today. Now I've got the windscreen wipers going. Switch the windscreen wipers off. Oh! No, that's not it. Have I switched the windscreen wipers off now? Oh, I need help. I'm in trouble already. It's that one. Right, no. Yeah, I've got the windscreen wipers off. Right, there we go. Yeah, it's going to be a learning day today, I think. What all the buttons do. It's a nice drive, feels lovely. Smooth. So first thing I've noticed is it's quiet. It is very quiet. The only thing making a noise in here is me. Oh heck. God. I've done that wrong, should have waited really. Ah. So yeah, we're doing very similar to what we did with Goodbye BYL. Last drop's the same, and my first drop was my third drop, Fox, which is Avis, just below the Bristol airport. And I've got a third drop in the middle, which is something we didn't do, but it's down the M5. He's coming round. Bit of room. Things rolling about. I've left something on the floor because it's been a bit chaotic. I've not got into my routine with this truck. Everything's chaotic. It's all gone a bit pear-shaped. I'm running a bit late getting it out the yard. I had to fill it with fuel. It was completely empty. The trailer was completely empty of fuel as well. Then I had to sort the suspension out, so I've got a little bit behind. But it's better to be a little bit behind than to go with no fuel in it, eh? Alright then. So what I should do, again, it is dark. You don't really want to see hours and hours of driving in the dark when you can't see much. So I shall switch off. Alright. I haven't sorted out the kettle yet. I should point out other coffees are available at other fast food restaurants. Right, back to it. Well then, neutral bars, we're nearly there. We're in Bristol on the M5 coming off. Let's say it's just below the airport. Getting alright with it now. So it's nice and quiet and smooth. Apart from the fact I mixed up on the way out the yard the windscreen wipers with the brake retard on the way out. I Figured out what that button does as well. It's a blind. Ah. I've got an electric blind. I used to have one of them in a coach. First time I've had one in a lorry though. Still working out what all the buttons do. But I'm getting there. I'm slowly figuring it out. Need to figure out how the microwave works. I haven't got power to it yet. There must be a switch or an isolation switch or something. I might have to ask somebody on that. But yeah, nice and comfortable. It's just setting everything up the way you like it, innit, in a new truck. Getting used to it and setting it up, getting it as you like it. Right, nearly there. That's all. Switch on as we arrive. Nearly there. Something I have definitely noticed, and somebody did mention it to me, is the mirrors are definitely slightly smaller than the older shape Volvo. I think the reason is to create less of a blind spot behind the mirrors. I noticed it a little bit in the dark, but now it's daylight, yeah, definitely. The front one as well, that's smaller, and the downside one there, that's also smaller. I've also noticed the windows come down a bit to give you better visibility. The bottom edge of the window is not level, it slopes down, just gives you a little bit more, you can see a little bit lower. Now it's daylight, I'm noticing these things. There we are, the lovely bus cafe, you can get a nice cup of tea. Will we be straight on the bay today? We're on time. Yes, we can go straight on again today. Wow, twice in a row. Knock it down some manual. One thing I don't like is this window doesn't come all the way down, so you can't. I do like to lean out the window. I am a window leaner outer. Watch I don't catch that car, my rear overhang. They've cleared it. Audi A7, they're nice and expensive. If you're going to hit something expensive. There we are. I need to leave a bit of room from that side so I can open the door. Not used to that. I still prefer the I do. Right, let us be unloaded. Well, we weren't quite as quick in and out of there today, YouTubers. We got there just as he was going on his break, so he had his break, so I went and had mine in as well. We had a trip into the Blue Bus and we had a breakfast. We are going to be slightly late to the next one. I'm booked in at the next one at Newton Abbot at 9:30. We're not going to be there till about 10:30, so we'll be about an hour late to the next one. Never mind. the breakfast was worth it. Sticking out there a little bit. I've gone too far. Playing with the buttons, I was thinking that might hold me on the hill, but it doesn't. So we're going to go down the A38, we're going to meet up at the M5 again, down the M5, all the way down to Newton Abbot. And the one we're going to, MJ Backer, it's a nice one to reverse into. It's a loading bay, but it's at a bit of a weird angle. So we'll have a bit of fun on that one. It starts off on your good side and then it ends up on your blind side. So Newton Abbot, here we come, and then it's to Cornwall then. Redruth, however you pronounce it, all the way down the A30. Alright, I shall switch off and save battery. There we are, Newton Abbot. Which one are we wanting? I think it's this one we want. Over. That's a change. Is it that one? I haven't been to this one for a while. I've done it before, but I ain't been here for a while. So what we're going to do is sort of going to go round the block, because if I take the shortest way to it, the reverse is on my blind side. We don't want that. Want it on the good side. Thank you. Gregory. So there we go, it's just on the right there. Seems to be lots of lorries around here. Right, fun, he's going that way as well. There seems to be a lot of lorries here. There's nothing on the bay though. I'm just going to try getting in with that Gregory lorry there. And he appears to be parked. Trip round the block anyway. A bit of a lump there in the road. Look for that, he's going in there. And he's going over there. Right, so we've got to find somewhere to park up, then we've got to go see him, and then we've got to try and reverse onto the bay. It's going to be handy. First of all, I need to find somewhere to park. Can I park up just before it? There are many parked cars, oh dear. Right. Oh dear me. Where's he going? Oh, I can't park there, just park cars there as well. Ideally I want to park where that container lorry is now. It's going to be very interesting. I'll watch that manhole cover. Don't want to put a wheel through that. Right, can he get through there? Get through there. Right, let's sort this out. Right then, YouTubers, it is our turn. We've had a bit of a wait. We're going on now. And just as it becomes my turn, everything starts backing up that way. I might make it. Shall I have a go? I'll go straight from the reverse. I might not though. I am a bit close really, I'm more parked out the way. Oh, he's coming round. I've put my hazards on really, haven't I? Actually, now everything's moved, I can reposition myself and get myself into a better position. I can position myself better. I was more out the way. It would have been a bit difficult to get it in from there. We shall have a go though. Right, here we are. Go in. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It's a bit of a horrible one to get onto this. We're good side at the moment, but then we'll end up on the blind side. We've got somebody walking behind the lorry there. But as you need to turn away, you're close to the fence. So I've got plenty of room and wide there slightly, but if I turn too sharp, I'll stick the front end into the fence. That's the problem. I've got to take a bit off, although ideally I want to be putting a bit on. We shall there you go, right then. I'll just go do my doors. Well, YouTubers, there's going to be a shunt forwards on this one. I'm going to miss it. I simply can't turn, otherwise I'll if I go for the bay, I'll hit the fence. If I miss the fence, I'll miss the bay. So I'm going to just reposition a tiny bit, get myself into a slightly better, slightly stronger. Wow, it is an awkward one, this one. So now it's a blind side now, but I can turn a bit earlier. Get it round a bit quicker. That's more like it. We're in a better position now, so I can turn as much as I need to without hitting the fence. We're lining up quite nicely with that line. We'll start following the trailer. He's coming around a bit quick actually. We are a little bit too far over to this side now. We've gone one extreme to the other. But I reckon we'll get that. Come careful. There we go, we're on. We're on! Not bad, one shunt. Well, it's a bit skew whiff, but we are on. We are a little bit over the other side. We're crooked, but we're on. There we go, to prove it. It's not bad for one shunt, is it, for this place? Right, let's get the paperwork sorted. Keep switching off. There we go, right, we're on our way to Redruth now. Should be there for about just after 1, we're booked in for 2. All good. Let's turn right now and he's sneak him out. Clear out there, is there? They're all good. They're all good. There we are. Right then. We're out of here, so we're going to head north up the M5 now because we went a little bit past the A30. We're back on time again, despite getting held up. We got held up at the first. We were on time to the first one, but got held up because we all went on the brake. Meant we were late to the second one. And they held me up because I was a little bit past my booking in time, but that said, they still held me up less than the first one. But luckily, we've got plenty of time to get to Redruth. We're booked in there for 2 o'clock. Pratt Nav is saying be there for 1 o'clock, but it is a car one, so it'll be a bit after that. However, if I don't make it and I need to have a 45, I might be a tiny bit late. On the plus side, I went there last week on my last drive of BYL, so I know where it is now. So we should be straight there, no messing about. It's a little bit late, but not a disaster. Not disastrous late. We turned up on time for the first one, and we shall turn up on time for the second one. We were a bit late for the middle one by about an hour. I once went right. I went to North Taunton, which is an A road all the way, but don't turn right. Even though it's an A road, it's very narrow. It's single track in places. It took me forever. Kept meeting cars coming the other way. We had to reverse to lay-bys and all the rest of it. What a headache. Didn't get stuck or nothing. It was just tight enough to have to reverse every time I'm at an oncoming vehicle. And because of that, it took forever. We're on the motorway. Alright, I'll see you when we get there. Well, there we go, YouTubers. Just come to the end of the, well, we're just coming off the A30. And we shall be there very soon. At least I've done this before now. First time last week. And that's the industrial estate right in front up there. Looks industrial estatey. But yeah, it's been a very quiet and smooth drive down here. I'm enjoying it. It's been a nice enjoyable drive. On the shed, there's two of these. I have the shared, both 64 plates. So there's two Volvos, that's 64 plates. So I have the shared newest truck on the fleet. There is another one this shape, a 63 plate. So there's three Volvos this shape and two are 64 plates. And we have three 64 plate Scanias as well, they're nice. My way of looking at it is if you have a Volvo or a Scania, you've got a nice truck. We do have the odd driver that'll only drive Volvos, or we'll have a driver that'll only drive Scanias and nothing else. But yeah, Volvo or Scania, I think in my mind, you got a decent truck. I'm not keen on the DAF. Although I have to say, actually, when it comes to trucks, that's all I've driven. Pentons is mostly Scanias or Volvos, and they have got a couple of DAFs, which I'm not keen on, if I'm honest. I'll try and avoid them if I can. Occasionally I have to pull one off a bay or something. Come in the yard, get us, can you move it? It's this one, isn't it? If I remember. It's this one. Only my second time here. Yes. There we are. Well, there's nothing special about this one. There's plenty of room there. No fancy reversing or anything to be done. So I shall switch off. We're near enough there. There we go, YouTubers. We're all empty. I've lifted my tag axle. Safe tyre wear. See if it rocks around as much as BYL. So all the trucks I've had so far, the tag axles, I do actually get on quite well with tag axles, but I find when you lift them, they do rock around a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if this does. We're off to Ledbury now. It's quite a way up, but we won't make it there tonight. We won't be there tonight. We'll get as far as we can until the time runs out, park up, and then do the rest in the morning. I've got to sort my lockers out. I can hear things sliding about in there. I've not loaded it well. If you can hear clunking about, it's something somewhere is sliding about inside one of the cabinets somewhere. So when I go in the corner, I keep hearing crashing and bonking going on. I need to get that sorted. There it goes again. Doesn't sound high. I think it's my side locker. I think it's my tools in the side locker. I think I shall stack it differently, see if it makes a difference. Right then, to the lay-bys. There we go, YouTubers. We're parked up for the evening. Done a 13-hour day today. Nearly back, about 20 miles from Exeter. Oh, I've lost it. 20 miles away from Exeter, from the M5. Kept it to a 13. Could have gone further, but say kept it to a 13. Found this lovely little services just off the A30. Free to park and a good breakfast as well. That'll be me sorted for the morning. So we shall only one thing left to test now, and we shall go and christen it. Right, YouTubers, it's time to put it to the test. My fridge. Bought myself a microwavable meal. Yes. Actually, seeing as he's empty, I'll switch him off now. One thing I do like, it's a nice flat surface. The old Volvos, everything would fall off. And I've never cooked holding a handle of a cock. Came off. Come. So, we're going to have to stab him in a minute. Just need to work out the instructions. Right, 3 to 4 minutes. Right, 3 to 4 minutes. Truck microwave. We might need a little bit more. Give it a bit of a stab. Just look at this, cooking in the truck. I'm gonna have to get myself some plates. I haven't got any plates yet. Oh, that smells good. Right, microwave. Food, microwave food. San. Right. Just 3.5 minutes. Dinner is cooking. Just going round. Eat some plates. We have got a nice little thing here to put plates and stuff. And I've got a fork. And I've got some tea bags in there. Right then. So yeah, I can sit here and have my dinner. Nice flat surface. So the other Volvo, it was curved, so it'd slide off or slide into the windscreen. Oh, I need some tea. The only thing when you're doing this, I do run the engine, and the way round the engine switching off every 10 seconds is to hit the cruise control and up it a little. If you see the revs, where is the revs? I don't know if you can see that. There you go, I'll hold it nice and close. If I up the cruise control one, it'll move up a tiny bit, move it down a little bit. So you have it on engine tick over, which is there, and then you just up the engine revs one on the cruise control, and it won't switch off then. Lovely. Right, let's wait for that dinner. Dinner is served. Oh, that is hot. The microwave works, YouTubers. The microwave works. So I'm going to have to get myself a plate. To try and keep it clean. It's boiling and there's a lovely smell. Put some down there, I'll stick them in the bin. There's a bin over there. Safety fork, don't want to stab myself. Yes, this is a beautiful moment, YouTubers. This is my first microwaved lorry meal ever. It's hot. I think that's a success. Yes, I could get used to this. We're having a bit of a disaster, YouTubers. All the plastic things along the top of the curtain are broken. Oh Christ, that one's just snapped off now and all. Okay, go to about there. Bit of a gap. Right, we'll have to sort this out. Right, nighty night anyway, once I get my curtain sorted. YouTubers, 10 for the lighted, definitely more brighter than BYL. I can see what I'm doing. I could even put my boots on with no trouble. Yeah, nice kit. Still haven't woken up yet. Bit of a blustery, windy, cold, wet, chucking it down with rain night. Anyway, we're going to go on our way to Ledbury. We shall probably get a bit of a coffee on the way. Right, do me checks. Right, and I try not to do what we did yesterday, which was mirrors, brake retarder and windscreen wipers at the first junction. Try and remember where everything is. Yeah, it's a very wet, blustery, cold night. Well, I wouldn't say cold, but definitely windy. Still, I've not got used to how quiet this thing drives. Very quiet. The services were on the A30. The one's just by Oakhampton. I can't remember. I didn't see a name for the services. You get Oakhampton on the map. Camera's shutting down on me again. Yeah, you get a tiny bit past Oakhampton, and I'm just a tiny bit past it. On the A30, the nice services actually. Toilets are open all night. Nice. Free to park there, and a place to get a cup of tea and a bacon butty. There's also a Greggs and a Subway and a Burger King over the other side of the road. Which are walkable too. And a petrol station. Right, onwards to Ledbury. Yes, one coffee coming up, future bars. It's a bit windy out there today. Not too bad with my tag axle up though on this. I'm not doing too badly at all. Just got to get a bit of liquid for the throat. Yes, next thing on the list, I'm going to repair the curtains. I'm going to get myself a kettle, and the fridge is going to have a bit of a clean. It's looking, there's a few funny stains and stuff in there, which I'm going to clean out. Microwave's fine. There's the fridge, some funny colours going on in that fridge. I think, yeah, I'm going to give that a good clean, I think. That's my first trip out, my first overnight kit. There we go. That'll do nicely. Getting used to the handbrake now. Lights off. They're still on. Oh, I haven't got used to the lights. I'm not too sure what to say. It doesn't matter what I do, they stay on for some reason. That's the brake retarder, not the windscreen wipers. We're getting there. Switch the radio off. We'll get there. I'm also charging my GoPro battery up on the go as well, you see. Nice. Coffee. Well, it started to happen, YouTubers. I've had the truck a day and a half, stopped for a quick call of nature, and I suddenly realised I've started looking down my nose at all the losers who drive the older shape Volvos. Yes. Oh well. Right then, YouTubers. First time with the tag axle left up on an A road. I've still got something sliding out of that. I've moved all my toolbox around, I've moved all my things that I think can slide out. Something sliding around on the corners in one of my cupboards. Anyway, yeah, the thing with tag axles is they tend to rock around a bit when you lift them, especially on A roads. So it's almost like when I used to drive a 3CX JCB 180, and they rock backwards and forwards because of the weight of the rear excavator. They used to rock so bad you could lift the front wheels off the ground on a corner, which used to be a little bit heart stopping. You do have to be a bit careful in them. But yeah, definitely with a tag axle, when you lift a tag axle when you're empty on an A road, you do tend to be a little bit busier with the steering wheel. So I call it the tag axle rock. It doesn't seem too bad, to be fair. It's a bit windy out as well. Tag axle is lifted. I'm going along actually quite nicely. What I need is a bumpy section of road. It's worse when you get a bumpy section of road. It does really start to rock around a bit then, or a slightly uneven road surface. It really does start to rock then. Good news is my GoPro battery's fully charged as well. That took about 2 hours. I'm plug in now. I shall always have a GoPro battery. No, hardly any rocking. Seems good. And the bigger fuel tanks are going well. I've still got well over half a tank of fuel. Although it's a bit of an unfair test because when we did it in BYL, we went through Wales as well. We had the first drop in Newtown in Wales, so a bit of an unfair test because we did a longer way in. So I can't say it's scientifically proven. Bit of an unfair test, but I'm definitely noticing if I was in BYL, I know that fuel tank would be a lot lower than that by now. Which is nice, so I am enjoying it as the bigger fuel tanks. Other than that, I am enjoying scientifically randomly pressing buttons just to see what they do. It's good fun. It's been an entertaining couple of days. Ooh, what does this button do? Right, so we're on our way to Ledbury anyway. We're on the A417, which is quite a bumpy road in places. In between Gloucestershire and Ledbury. We just come off the M5 at junction 11. Had a good nosy at the airport as I go past, all the helicopters lined up. And we're not far off now, we're about 12 miles away from Ledbury, where we are reloading. Surprised I didn't go to North Taunton again. Guess there wasn't anything there. While I'm at Ledbury, I'm definitely going to have a good investigation as to what's sliding about in those lockers. About a mile away from Ledbury. It's actually been quite nice mild drive. Not too rocky. Doesn't feel as rocky to me anyway with the tug axle up. Get there, we shall investigate what the hell's rocking about whilst I'm on the bay. I'm struggling to think what it is now. There's definitely something rocking, something making a noise, something sliding about up there. I might have to do it bit by bit. I might have to empty a locker and see if the noise continues. If the noise continues, then I know it's not that locker. Do them one at a time. out what's sliding about. The building in Ledbury. This roundabout never used to be here, and there's a load of houses going up over there. Nice Land Rover though. Crew cab with a winch on. I'm now currently saving up to put my Land Rover back on the road. So I currently do not have, well, once I don't have a car, I don't have a working car. That's what I currently don't have. I'm saving up to put the Land Rover back on. It needs its gearbox reconditioning. Right, bit of an uphill bit into the yard. So I shall drop the tag axle so we don't rip the mud guards off. Don't want to do that on a new truck, do I? There's grow cots there, and there's a lorry there. Right. Normally I reverse into where that blue lorry is. We'll do it differently today then. Come up here. Oh, now reverse where that tanker is. We're going next door to grow cots on that bay there. Oh, except I can't because there's a pallet there. I'm gonna guess we're not allowed on that bay. I shan't take the chance. Getting a bit close to grass verge. I know I was going to do it all the way around. Didn't quite work out for me. We don't really want to be putting wheels up the grass when it's this wet and soggy. Don't really want to sink, do we? Ooh, wheel spinning. Right. We shall lift the tag axle again. So there's a bit more grip. Oh. Oh, we're wheel spinning. Right, we'll straighten him up a tiny bit. I'll give it a bit of gusto. Bit of speed and power. I'm sounding like Jeremy Clarkson. That's it. Right, we can't go on the bay, so I shall leave it just here, and we'll go in and see him. Right, I'm just beginning to see him. That bay is usable.
Competition show.
Oh, switch the radio off, otherwise YouTube mutes the volume on my video. Did that of a day in the life of a truck driver. Some sections of YouTube have muted the volume due to copyright infringements on music being played on the radio, so I always have to mute it before I can do any recording. had a word. Yeah, straight on the bay. They just left the pallet in front of the bay for no reason at all. It's got left there. Looking good. Looking good. There we go. There we go. It's all done there now. You just have to be a bit careful on this as you turn onto the road, because the ramp's downhill quite steep and the road's flat. You can rip your mudguards off as you turn. I've seen a few drivers do it. These tag axles, the unit's longer, so it catches under the trailer. I've seen plenty of people do it. Sometimes people don't realise they do it, and you turn up and there'll be 4 sets of mudguards and all the rubbers scattered about all over the road. They've done it and not known. No, we've still got something bonking about. It's not the top drawer underneath the microwave then. I've cleared that drawer. I can stick all that stuff back in. Right, so we're going to head towards Hereford and then turn towards Leominster. And then back along the A49 Shrewsbury, and then back to the yard, down the A5. This lovely wet rainy day. So I'm going to chill out, relax, nice easy drive back to the depot and enjoy some music. Well, there we go, YouTubers, we're nearly back at the yard, and that is the first trip out in KV64XFP with Pentons and Pentons colours anyway. So Bristol, Cornwall, back via Ledbury. Yeah, definitely improvement on the fuel. I've still got over half a tank of fuel. Remember in BYL I had to fill up, although this trip has been slightly shorter I would say, but still a good amount of fuel left. I've got 826 kilometres range left and 389 litres of fuel. So good amount of fuel. So the fuel tanks are definitely bigger, and for the most part I do absolutely love this truck. Minor things, yeah, the wing mirrors are a bit smaller. I wish the window would go down a bit more, because I am a leaner out of windows when I'm reversing. Only other little minor thing is the brake retarder, which is just here. And with the old shape Volvo, if you wanted a bit more brake retarder, you could just hit that lever down and it would change down again, give you a nice amount of engine braking. With this one, it's a button. I can't really show you as it's driving. I'll show you when we get back to the yard. But what tends to happen is you hit the button and you knock the brake retarder off whilst you're doing it, because you push the button slightly upwards and that pushes the lever upwards, so you actually accidentally knock the brake retarder off. I can't really show you very well with the steering wheel in this position, but yeah, I definitely preferred the brake retarder, where I could just knock it down and it would change down the gear and give me a nice amount of engine braking, much easier. but everything else, and I'm saying like 99% of it, is better and nicer. It's quieter. I've got better aircon. I've also got a microwave and a fridge, which, to be fair, you could get in the old model. It's just something I didn't have. Slightly better visibility with the windows being lower, so that's nice as well. The floor is flatter as well, so easier access. Much easier access to things. Got bigger lockers and there's a lot more storage, but again, it is the bigger cab than I used to have as well, so that would make it seem a lot better to me anyway. The interior lights are a lot brighter, so yeah, a lot of the stuff is a lot better. I'm quite chuffed with the new truck overall. A lot nicer. Very few little things that I don't like. I still haven't found out the rattle loads. There's something, it sounds like plates or something sliding across, but I haven't put any plates in here yet, so I'm working it out. It feels like it's coming quite high up, like where the microwave is, which would make sense if it sounds like plates, but there's nothing in the drawer underneath the microwave. Well, there was, but I've taken that out now. It's still making a noise, so there's nothing there. So it's going to be, it might take me a while to work out what was making that rattly noise and sliding around and crashing when I go around corners. But as with all things, it's a new truck. There's always going to be a few little niggles that take you a while to put right. I'm going to have to put the curtains right as well. Again, that's a quick fix. And I'm just going to give the fridge a quick clean as well. Bit yucky in there. I'll give that a nice clean. All little minor things though. Nothing major there, really, is it? Nothing major at all. But yeah, we're back in Oswald Street, about 2 miles away from the depot, and I've got it dirty now. I've christened it. She's a working truck now. Got a bit of dirt on her. No dents as yet though, no dents. Which I was very popular for. If you look back at my previous videos, there's one called Things That Go Bump in the Night, and that pretty much happened the second week I had BYL. In this lovely truck, BYL, lovely, nice and shiny, and I'd had it just over a week, parked up in Kent 24-hour services, when the lorry next to me pulls out, turns too early and swipes his rear over angle down the side of my cab. So that was well and truly christened. I'm hoping that doesn't happen to this one. Can only hope. But yeah, if you want to see that, Things That Go Bump in the Night. Yeah, I was very rudely awoken when things started to shake. There we are, Mile End Roundabout, Oswald Street. They might be sending me out again. I put my card in at 5 o'clock. It's only 1 o'clock. And I've got plenty of time left on the card, so there's a good chance I will probably be out again. If I'm not out again, I might go give myself a kettle. Slippery, very slippery. There we go, we're back round. You know when you're close to base because you see lots of other Pensons lorries coming the other way. But there we are, we're back at the depot. We just got to fuel up now and see what else he wants us doing. I'll get round this corner before I switch off. It'll be a bit of a tight one. There we are, we're going back in. A little bit of pavement there. Just a little bit, never mind. Right, let's see what we're doing next, eh? So that's it, all parked up, back in the yard. So that's first trip out. A complete success, I think. Lovely truck. So yeah, that thing I can show you now. But there's the brake retarder just there. What I find is if you push the button, it'll come up because it's at a bit of an angle. It's at a funny angle. It's weird. So with the old one, you'd push it down, but you don't with this. You've got 1, 2 and 3 on the settings for the brake retarder, and say if you really wanted it a bit early, you could just knock it down like this. But on this one, you push a button, and as you push the button, you knock the brake retarder off, which is a bit weird. Something I'm not too sure on, but I can live with that. We can live with that. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little video, which is probably about 5 hours long. Again, thanks for watching, and we shall see if we can do another video soon. Toodaloo! It's a very nerdy microwave plate. We shall put a cloth around it so it doesn't crash and bang as much, and plonk him up here instead. That's better. Clunking sorted.